Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Hope everyone had a great day, is having a great day. Um, just wanted to tap in on this topic. I won't be too long. Um, Welcome in. I titled it. It's just social media. Um, what's up with all the name calling, the doxing, the all this stuff that's going on, everything that's going on. I mean, it's literally just social media. Many of us can just shut it down after we're done with it, you know. But a lot of times, or what I'm seeing, is more and more stuff happening on these social media platforms, and it is not worth it. I mean, the doxing. First, I didn't know what that word meant. I had to look it up. The more and more I kept hearing people talk about doxing, I thought it was, I really didn't know what it was, so I couldn't really say for sure what I thought it was. But now that I know the definition and the meaning, I think it's bad because you have people spending hours and hours and hours trying to look up people, find out where they live, find out where they work, where they attend church, where they grocery shop, and yada, yada, yada. It's just too much, you know. I mean, who has all that time to do that? Hey, Sherry. Hey, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. Who has all that time and energy to sit there on a computer behind the screen and just look up people's personal info? I mean, to me, if it's not put out, which I don't think anybody should put their personal information online, whether it be their address, date of birth, what have you, you know, what have you. I just don't think um, personal business should be put out on the internet because it will, it's all over the internet. I mean, and you can't say, well, why are they doing this, that? Well, when you put something out for the universe to see, everyone sees it. Hey, Tariq, welcome in. I'm good. How are you? Um, Welcome in, everyone. But yeah, when you put something out on the internet for the universe, the whole universe to see, to pick apart, it's there. I mean, you can erase it, you can delete it, but once someone has gotten privy of it and they got their hands on it, they're gonna, yeah. Thanks. Glad to join. Oh, thank you, thank you. Welcome in. You good, Tariq? That's good. Hope everyone is doing well. Um, so yeah, we just have to. I mean, I've seen so much going on lately on here, and not just on here, but Facebook and many other of the other social media platforms. I'm glad you're doing good. Thank you. So yeah, I just think it's sad and it's sick that people are putting people's information on here. They're going to the extreme to find who they are, find out who they are, their families, their kids, their deceased loved ones. I mean, putting someone's deceased loved one in a video where the world could see, especially when that person is still grieving, and you're trying to tell them, um, it's just social media. You can do no. Yes, it is just social media, but at the same time, that doesn't give you the right to post that. If they wanted it to be posted, they post it themselves. But I'm sure not in that manner. Hey, TC, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. Miss seeing you over here. Hope everyone is doing well. I also heard stories of people getting swatted. I heard that too. People, they're playing dangerous games with people's lives. I mean, now if you put your info out there and you want it out there, that's your business. But you can't then say, well, why are they showing up here, there, doing this? I mean, if it's out there, it's out there. It doesn't give anybody the right to do that. Don't get me wrong. But I mean, I guess some people may feel like if it's out there, then it gives them every right to do whatever it is they want to do with it, which is, not right in my book. I don't agree with any of that. I don't think it's right on any level. I don't care how mad you get at somebody. At the end of the day, some of us aren't content creators. Some of us are. Some of us are just on here just to, for fun and just to, spend some time on here. But it's like it's sad because you have all this junk going on. It's bad enough we got a lot going on in the world. You look at the news, there's stuff happening. And then you turn to social media, and it's more stuff happening. Playing and defaming people's name, and in some cases, just flat out. Exactly. I mean, it's like for me, I don't judge people for what they do or whatever they do. That's not my business. Your business is not my business. Yes, if it's online, you have, you giving people the right to say whatever or whatever, opinions or whatever, but it doesn't give you the right to go far and beyond and do all these evil things to them. Um, like I said, going after people's children, for what? What did the child do to you? I mean, if you're mad at that person, be mad at that person. That person's personal life, whatever, has nothing to do with what's going on. I mean, you're especially if you're in a relationship. I don't think relationships should be brought to social media. Now, it's your business. You do what you want. I mean, if you want to share your personal business, that's your right. That's what you want to do. But it's like when people get mad or they say mad day comes, all your business is out. All your business is out. It could be the truth. It could be a lie, because people will throw salt on your name all day. It doesn't even have to be the truth. That's just when they're in their mad phase. Hey, I don't know. I just see so much, and I try to stay in my positive lane. I try to stay in my lane. I see a lot. I mean, have eyes. I'm gonna see different stuff taking place on this platform, and I just think it's wrong because I mean most people come on social media just as it is. It's just social media, a way to interact. And I'm not saying not to interact with people, because I interact with people. I'm careful about what I put out. I don't want the world to know my deep, dark, innermost um, situations. Because it's not their business. It's nobody's business. It's my business. Now, you have people who want that out there. I'm not going to do it. You have people in relationships on here, and then when I don't know if it's a relationship per se they've met or it's just an internet relationship. I don't know. Not my business, but I still think it's wrong because when you share stuff with people, private, intimate things, you don't expect for that person to turn around and spread it. I mean, what are we in kindergarten? I mean, well, not even kindergartners do that. I mean, high school. Hey, chef, welcome in. Welcome in. Good to see you. We get to choose. Exactly. It's like some people will put out everything. And I'm like, I don't know if it's the truth or that's just their content. They're just trying to make, content or whatever. But putting all that out there, really, and then people are going to extremes to find out if it's true or if you're lying or, I mean, if you're trying to find out where somebody lives, where they lay their head at night, you have a problem. You have a problem. I mean, you may get upset with someone and mad at someone, but this is social media. Are you really gonna see these people outside of social media? Are you really? I mean, are you really taking it to? I mean, just like for instance, there was a. I don't know if I've ever come across their channel, but there was two content creators, um, and they were online, um, and I guess they were going back and forth with um, I want to say insults, but I don't know if it was insults. It was more of telling each other's business, you know. And the one person, he got mad and got angry. I'm sure you guys probably know what I'm talking about. Um, and it ended horribly. And I'm thinking to myself, I mean, I'm not. It's I don't know how to go in that other lane to talk about that. So I'm going to leave that alone. I don't know how to phrase that or word that. So I'm going to leave it alone. But anyhow, it's sad, what's happening on social media. People losing their lives, people going to jail behind, an app. Let me read some of the comments. Folks are truly taking the social media way out of line, just beefing for nothing. Yes, he unalived her and himself, and all because they were on social media and stuff was being said. Business was being put out there. I came just to not era. Exactly, chef. Exactly. It's you know. I mean, put it this way. When I first started this app, I thought, hey, it's a cool app, because I would just watch it for music videos. I didn't know you could actually make a channel and be a content creator. I didn't know all this, and when I started for a reason. And I said, well, this is going to get my mind off of what I'm truly dealing with, not knowing further on it was going to be people putting out deceased people's info and it. You say rest in peace, rest in peace. Why are you putting people's unalived loved ones out there? Why are you doing that? It doesn't make sense. It's not right. I mean, don't you know people are grieving? And when they're grieving and they see this, don't you know it it hits it hits different. Trust me, it hits different. Trust me, I know it hits different. When someone says this about your deceased mother or child, it hits different. I'm telling you, it hits different. There's so much that people that are grieving can take, and you have people taking it, and making it into a joke. Don't you know that the people that you're joking about and doing that to, don't you know that they're hurting, that they have feelings, that they have emotions? They may not say it or show it, I mean, to everyone out here, but come on now. What's up with that? I mean, I'm not calling any names. I'm not saying any of that. I just think it's wrong and it's unfair, for someone to do that, and people, um, you know, may be so hurt to the point where they unalive themselves. It's just not worth it. The bullying, the taunting, the back and forth. I'm never going back and forth with anybody because that's a waste of time. Hey, Tashay, welcome in. Good seeing you again. It's been some nasty videos the way folks talk about family and exactly. I mean, I just don't understand, and I know this is social media and people will say, well, we can do what we want. Yeah, you can do what you want, but some things should remain off of social media. Like me, I will share what I want you to know. Anything else, wouldn't know how you found out, but unless, like I said, some people will spend hours and hours doxing people, finding out their address, where they work, where they attend church, where they go to school, where they go to the grocery store, where their doctor is. I mean, it's just, I saw one situation where this lady was just, and I'm like, why are you? I mean, it's just crazy to me how the social media has gotten so out of hand. You know what I mean? It's just, and it's, how can I say it? And then when people were, talking about situations that happened on YouTube. Now, situations that happened on YouTube, not including deceased loved ones or anything, but situations that happened on YouTube, say someone did a video or live on something and, someone reacts to it, that's one thing. That's one thing. But when you take it to the point where you have to do all this doxing, I don't like it. I think is wrong because would you want that done to you, or do you even care? Is it, you know, is it does it bother you? I mean, I'm sure. Well, I don't know because nowadays some people are just on one. You just never know. But like I said, you have stuff going on outside of social media in real life. This social media, this app, you can close it down. You can log off of it. You can put it down. You can come back in 3 days, 4 days, or whatever, and it's still the same. You know, I mean, every day I hear something new, something different. Just leave people alone. Let people do what they do. If you don't like a person, don't watch their content. Don't come back. Don't interact. It's that simple. I mean, there's a lot of people who may not like me or my content, but I don't know these people. They don't know me. They're just basing it off of my content, and I just rather, I mean, just leave people alone. That's all I can say. It's just too much. Why bother people? I gotta jump off, Tracy. Thanks for the warm welcome, love. Okay, thank you. Hey Sherry, hey, thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. You have a wonderful, blessed night. Be safe. Yeah, I won't be on too much longer, but I just wanted to shed light on that. I just think it's bad. I mean, because you come on social media to do your thing, and then you know you see addresses posted, you see deceased loved ones, actual um, funerals, and all this. I mean, let keep that stuff off of YouTube. I mean, of social media. It's just not right. I mean, you don't. Some people hit below the belt. I mean, if we're going at it and beefing, just keep it between the two. Don't let it linger and into people's personal space and in their real lives. I mean, yeah, it's just yeah. I just find it sick, And then the name calling, the you're this, you're that, or whatever. I mean, whatever. I mean, you can call me every name in the book. I don't have to respond. I don't have to retaliate. I don't have to react. Like I said, if you're not feeling someone, move on. Everybody's not going to like everybody's coffee. Everybody's not going to like everybody's baked potato. I mean, so to speak. Everybody's not going to, there's channels on here that I may never, but I'm not going to stoop that low and go after them for what? I mean, I don't know. But like I said, I'm not um, speaking on anyone individual. I'm just saying what I've been noticing, and how it's been making me feel. Mental health is very yes, and how it's been making me feel to the point where I'm just like, should I even continue? Should I just continue with my shorts, my community posts or whatever, what have you? I want to do more. I've been seeing a lot of stuff. It's just it's draining. It's mentally draining. It really is. It's mentally draining, and it just gets to you. I know it gets to me. It makes me feel like you come on this app and then you see somebody um, talking or going off on somebody. I mean, I understand. But at the end of the day, once you shut this down, that should be it. It should be no. I'm gonna go find out where you work. I'm gonna go find out where you lay your head. That's the last thing that I want to think about. That somebody is trying to figure out where I lay my head, where I'm at my most peace. In my home. Where I'm comfortable. You know, I just, mm, so much. You know, going on. Both in our. I'm sure most of you have things going on in your personal lives, your, families. You don't want that aired out. You don't want that. Now if you say it yourself, I think, hey, you want that to be known, fine, and no one has the right to pick that apart. Um, but like I said, you have people that are not. They don't care. They're gonna do it anyway. Hey, I said what I said. Welcome in. Welcome in. Good to have you. Good seeing you. But it's just, thank you, TC. And then, people going off and talking about your child, your mother, this, that, and the other, your loved one. I mean, come on. I mean, I'm sensitive to the point where if that were to happen to me, I would just log off. I wouldn't even continue because it's hurtful. I mean, we don't know these people off of, and if we do know these people off of social media, just keep it between the two. Everybody doesn't need to know that you are cool with someone on here. Everybody doesn't need to know that you are communicating with someone. Like I've heard the phrase that there are no friends on YouTube, which it could be true. I mean, you can know people, and build friendships, you know. But like the term said, everybody is not your friend. You just have to know who and what who you're communicating with. Hey, Dolores, welcome in. Tracy, how How are you doing? To the chat. I'm doing well. How about yourself? Good to see you. Glad you're in here. Um, yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up in a little bit. I just the more I say I'm gonna wrap it up, the more I have to say. I'm sorry. It's just you know you got me. You caught me in a topic that just makes me just how people can be. Why? And should I even ask the question why? Well, I'll never know that answer. You got people beefing for years and years and years for what? What is the beef about? Why are you beefing with someone that at the end of the day you can shut this app down? You don't have to um, communicate with that person. I mean, why keep putting fire in the on the flame? Why keep doing it? Why keep um, going after people's families? I mean, you know, I don't know anybody's family on here, and what you share on here is none of my business. I'm not gonna be like, let me go and talk about this person, and now they're reaction channels, and I don't have anything against reaction channels. I don't, you know. But what I'm trying to say is people are deliberately just talking about people, as far as their families, and just doxing. And that's really what I'm getting at, the doxing part. I don't see the importance of arguing with someone I really don't know exactly, and in my real life I don't do that. Arguing is such a, I may try to get my point across, but I'm not gonna, especially on here, I'm not gonna engage. I'm not going back and forth with anyone. Why waste my time or my breath? Like my mom used to say, it takes two to argue, and you just won't get it out of me, not on here, or no, her phrase was, "It takes two fools to argue." Well, I'm not a fool, so I'm not gonna let if you whatever you have to say, just say it. Because 9 times out of 10, it's not gonna, you know. But it's just people on here that just aren't. I mean, I don't know. Some people are just unhappy in their real lives, and they have to, call people out of their name, and you know. And the other thing I wanted to discuss, like if you're dating someone, or if you're quote unquote um, talking to someone on social media, and the two it doesn't work out, why come on here and air it out? I mean, why come on here and talk about it? I mean, that's y'all's business. It shouldn't be, you know, put on here, and then when someone reacts on it, it's like, oh, you shouldn't be doing this. Well, you put it out there. You put that part out there. You don't. If I were in a relationship with someone here, there's no way I would put it out. No one would know, because it's nobody's business. You know what I mean? It's nobody's actual business. If uh, you're talking to this guy or this girl, whatever, it's nobody's business. You know, but like I said, when Mad Day comes, look forward to all your business being spread. Look forward to everybody talking about it. I just find it very, very upsetting. You know, I wanted to share something with you guys. I wanted you to hear something. Um, Give me 1 second. Um,
Keep your life private. Don't advertise your happy marriage, kids, achievements, and expensive buys on social media. Honestly, don't. Not everyone is going to be happy for you. Most of the nice comments that you see on social media are just fake. Honestly, you will only attract the evil eye for you and your family. You will only attract jealous people into your life. And it only takes one evil eye, and everything is gone. Guys, protect your blessings. Protect them by keeping them private. Not everything needs to be seen, and not everyone needs to know, because remember one thing, and pay attention here: what you don't share can't be destroyed.
and that's true. It's a lot of times, we want to share our happiness and everything that's happening and going on, but everybody's not happy for you. Everybody that claps for you isn't clapping for you. They're just clapping because they assume that that's what you want or whatever. You know, everybody's not gonna um, stand up for you. Everybody's not gonna be um, you know um, thrilled that you're thrilled about something. Sharing your good news with everybody. Some people are just They don't want to hear good news. So yeah, guys, um, that is it. That is all that I really wanted to come on here and say, talk about. I thank each and every one of you. Um, and yeah, this is too much. It really is. So you guys have a good night. I thank each and every one of you for being in here, for listening. Even if it was for a little while, I really appreciate the comments. Everyone for being in here. I hope you guys have a wonderful night, a blessed night. Stay encouraged, stay motivated. I know with these days and times that we're living in, with a lot happening, both on social media, off of social media, in the world, in our families, in our lives, in our personal lives, we're all dealing with something, and I just want you guys to stay encouraged, stay prayed up. I know it's not easy. I know things can be, just not right sometimes, and we feel like things are not right, but we serve a good God, you know, um, a merciful God, forgiving God. He loves us. So just at the end of the day, just God bless you, many blessings. And like I said, you guys have a wonderful night. Peace.
For your blessings, for your